Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharala. Call Holoyim La Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harakakudash. For blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith and the work. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. The book of Job, chapter 9, and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? Right? The world is being ran by wickedness, man. And I'm gonna let this video play. You can see it running in the background, but I'm gonna let it play so that you can see how the devil really views so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans. How this devil real deal view you. Now, of course, when they in your face, they smiling and so forth and so on. But that's why they get the term the devil, because they deceive, right? But let this play. I'll be back.
Need to remind when the NFL had to start paying out concussion-related damages to former players.
Which one?
Now was as good a time as any to remind the world when the NFL had to start paying out concussion-related damages to former players. They literally argued that black players should get less money because they had less mental capacity to lose. So you might be wondering, like, yo, when was that policy a thing? The NFL had this policy in place up until 2021. After they were sued in a civil lawsuit. I need y'all to understand what this means, y'all. The NFL decided to give former players who were black less money in concussion settlements because they believed that black players or black people in general started with lower cognitive function, meaning that their presupposition was that black folks were inherently and genetically less intelligent than white folks. Meaning that they felt that black folks were so stupid coming into the game that a concussion didn't impact them as much as a white person who to them was inherently more intelligent. So with black folks, they was basically like, oh, you failed that test after having a concussion? You was gonna fail it anyway because you're dumb. But with white folks, they were like, ooh, you failed that test after a concussion? You shouldn't have because you would have got an A. And when they started giving out money for these concussion settlements, white folks were qualifying for awards at 2 or 3 times the rate of black folks. Keep that in mind when you consider that the NFL wanted those players to go back on the field, but they refused. Players, people in general, you are more powerful than you know. This system don't move without. Now was as good a
Right. So there you have it. This devil real deal view you as dumb. I saw a so-called white comedian stand up and do a set, and he was saying, the joke he was saying is gonna be pretty harsh, so you know what I'm saying, take it light or whatever. And the joke was, he saw that basically we dominate, in sports. We dominate, when it comes to fisticuffs. And we are better people in which we are. And we are dominant people in which we are. And he was saying how that slavery was impressive to him because they dominated the dominant people of the earth. Right? And he said it in a way to whereas they're special because they did that to us. Right? But like we just read in the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. It ain't nothing special about these folk. The Most High did that because of what we did. We fell off, right? And broke the everlasting covenant. So we had to go into servitude. But the beauty of the Most High, one of these days, bro, this hell experience, because that's all this is. This is hell. I'm talking about real life, this hell. But the Most High gonna bring us out this hell, man. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 2 and verse 22. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. Right? And when the Most High bring us out this hellish captivity, right? Wickedness won't exist no more. Right? At least with Yasharallah. Won't be no more wickedness in our account. Right? And we're going to have everything that we're supposed to have according to the word, the promises. Right? We're looking forward to the promises. Right? But meantime, between time, we got to deal with hell. And that's how the devil views us, as stupid individuals that they can do any kind of way. And which is crazy, because you create a system. You create a system that blinds the people from the truth. Right? I'm talking about from the top to the bottom. You may start a job and you may get paid less than the people that's around you. You wouldn't know it unless you spoke to the people that's around you. Right? So they create a whole system of deceit and then say you dumb for not knowing exactly everything that's going on in every situation that you're involved in. Right? That's how the devil operate, man. Right? And there's a strong reason why, you know what I'm saying, we pray for the end of this place, man. I know a lot of these coon niggas, they don't know no better, and they want their place to bounce back and get back to normal. But no, man, this place needs to cease and desist, need to stop, need to be done, need to be over with, because this is hell. All right? This is hell. I'm talking about straight like that. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 12. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. Right? That's a hard ass spirit to believe that all so-called blacks are just inherently dumber than everybody else on the earth. All these inventions we done made, all these inventions we've done, we created all of these different science and math. We created all these things, but we don't. Cause we got caught up in servitude, in slavery. Nah, boss. That shows how divine we are, and that shows the truth of this word. Because ain't nowhere in the hell you gonna have a people that has done the creations that we've done, and where you just gonna outsmart them folk, and then have them in servitude for however many hundreds of years. Nah, it don't work like that, man. It has to be a higher power that made that happen, and it is. His name is Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Right? And one of these days, he gonna make everything right. All right, so Salat, 1 second.
The universe. The bad news for the white man is that his long and
Salat, this is the book of Obadiah. You see it on the screen. Chapter 1 and verse 15. It says, "For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thee." So let me see. Matter of fact, let me go get it on the scriptures. Salat, 1 second. Yeah. All right, so Obadiah 1:15, "For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head." Right? "For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually." Right? If you notice how this hell feel like it's just never ending, how we go from different stages of this hell. Some stages seem like you right there at the cusp of having a little something, then you get knocked down. Yeah. Most High gonna put these curses on our oppressors. Right? It says, "For as he have drunken upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been." Right? That's how humble the Most High gonna make these devils, man. As though they have not been. We go to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 14. And verse 1. "For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Right? They shall rule over their oppressors. Right? Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Lucifer just means light bearer. Right? And these devils so proud, they got a whole group called Illuminati, meaning illuminated ones or light bearers. Right? Son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Right? Verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners? Right? The Most High gonna humble these folk all the way down, talking about we dumb, so we don't deserve. Okay, that's what's up. We go to the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 32. And is it 32? Let me see. I think it's 30. Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7 says, and Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Right? That's what they got to look forward to. So, I'm going to let old Betty say it.
The good news for the black man is that he is on the verge of recapturing his position as ruler of the universe. The bad news for the white man is that his long and wicked reign will shortly be over.
One more time.
The good news for the black man is that he is on the verge of recapturing his position as ruler of the universe. The bad news for the white man is that his long and wicked reign will shortly be over.
So with that, Yahweh Shemi Awashai these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Holoyam La Yahweh Shemi Awashai Bahashim Haracha Kwadash Shalom Yashalom.